Hello, everybody, and welcome to the November 7th episode of This Week in Kirkland, the official podcast of the City of Kirkland, bringing you timely topics and noteworthy news, delivered to you every week. I'm your host, Jim Lopez, one of two deputy city managers here at the city, joined today by two members of our podcast team.
Kate Ryan.
And Anthony Girardi.
As well as our very special guest, Carmen Dalzell, the executive director of the Kirkland Parks and Community Foundation.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
Well, we're very excited to have you here.
Yes,
Kind of a big deal.
And it's kind of a big deal. We're going to learn all about the Ignite program at the foundation, which is very exciting. But before we do, here are the topics we're covering this week.
A few announcements, including still time to apply to serve on the Cultural Arts Commission, how to volunteer for the Lunch Buddy program, and service hour changes at the Houghton Transfer Station.
Plus, you can plant a tree with the Green Kirkland Partnership, keep your pets cozy this winter, and help reduce flooding in your neighborhood.
Yes, great stuff. And a reminder, everybody, as always, we have links and more information in the show notes for all of our items. So check out that wonderful resource.
Yes.
And now our big story of the week, as we honor those who have served. Here's a quick reminder for everyone planning to visit City Hall next week.
City offices will be closed Monday, November 11th in observance of Veterans Day.
And fire, police, and other critical services will continue to operate per usual.
Yes, and as the fall planting season begins, hey, why not roll up your sleeves and plant a tree for future generations?
Yeah, doesn't that sound nice? The Green Kirkland Partnership is hosting volunteer events this November to plant native trees and maintain our local parks.
And volunteers can sign up for events at Juanita Bay Park, Rose Hill Meadows, and more throughout the month. All skill levels are welcome, so you don't have to have a green thumb. You can be a novice horticulturalist like myself.
That's got to be something the Parks and Community Foundation's interested in, Carmen.
We'll definitely be spreading the word. This
You
is where
spread the
people
word.
should be getting involved.
Yeah, plant a tree.
Plant a tree, leave a legacy.
Leave a legacy.
It's important.
Ooh.
Can we
Yeah.
can we take that?
Yeah, for sure.
Plant a tree,
Put it on some t-shirts.
Yeah,
plant a
Yes.
tree,
leave a legacy.
leave a legacy. It's kind of like timely topics. and
Or
noteworthy news.
build a legacy.
Big ol-
Grow,
okay.
grow a legacy.
I
Okay.
love puns. Could it be
legacy.
leaf a legacy? Plant a tree, leaf a legacy.
Everybody, you're
All
hearing
right.
the magic happen as we do our podcast.
Live.
Hey, the last meeting of the Kirkland City Council was on Wednesday, November 6th. Here's what happened. On the business agenda, Council authorized additional funding for the Kirkland Downtown Association, or KDA, for Winterfest.
Council provided final comments to the draft Transportation Strategic Plan.
Plus, council held public hearings on the city budget, the capital improvement program, the transportation improvement program, and the property levy tax.
Yeah, and prior to the business agenda, on the study session, Council did discuss the preliminary 25-26 city budget and the preliminary 25 to 30, so the 5-year capital improvement plan.
Nice. City Council meetings are streamed live on the city's YouTube channel, Facebook page, and the city website.
Hey, everybody, are you looking to clean out the garage?
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Is that, yeah,
It's like
always,
a-
yeah.
Is that not a perpetual need?
It's literally like
Yeah.
part of your
Part
like
of your
mental
existence.
clearing.
Yeah.
It was nice during Halloween because all the decorations were out on the lawn. So I was like, wow, the garage is clean.
clean.
But now it's like, no, just
It was
stuffed
it was
full.
a faux experience.
Right.
Christmas is coming.
They're going to come out soon, and it'll be
Yeah.
again that muted chaos.
So heads up about a change to the Houghton transfer station hours this month. So if you're thinking about cleaning out that garage, listen up.
Exactly. Starting November 12th, the Houghton Transfer Station will be open from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then 8:30 to 2 p.m. on weekends.
Now, the recycling and transfer station accepts textiles, small appliances, metals, and more.
The construction around the site, that's what's affecting the station's schedule. That'll be through the end of the year, so plan your visits accordingly.
Yes, make sure you put that on your calendar. Hey, here's a unique opportunity to shape the culture of Kirkland. If you love art, Carmen,
I do.
Yeah.
I love art.
listen closely.
I can't put my ear any closer. I'm right here.
It's okay.
I'm
Your
like,
headphones are going to cover
yes.
you.
I'm like, I've got you. Okay.
Yeah, the City of Kirkland is seeking applicants to join the Cultural Arts Commission and advise on public art projects.
Commissioners have the chance to advise City Council on public art in our community, and the application deadline has been extended to Wednesday, November 20th, so there's still time to get involved.
Yeah, so don't forget, November 20th, if you're interested in joining our Arts Commission.
Can I
Great
just
work.
say that Kirkland's art is one of the most
It's
beautiful.
fabulous.
It's so encompassing, and you can find ways that people have invested in so many different types of
Do you
art.
get down on
Yes.
Park Lane to see the sculptures?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Love the sculptures.
Sculptures are gorgeous, and I just like how they're everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, we have that program. The Arts Commission actually curates that.
They do a
program.
spectacular job.
So if you're interested, come on down.
There you go.
As the weather cools down and we enter sweater weather,
Sweater weather.
Very nice.
Sweater weather.
it's time to think about keeping our animal friends warm and cozy too.
Yeah, short-haired dogs may need extra layers this fall and winter. Things like sweaters, fleece jackets, or raincoats to stay comfortable and adorable.
Yes. And don't forget, we have to mention you can renew or sign up for a pet license at City Hall or online on our city website.
Yeah, so please register those pets.
You got to do it.
Got to do it.
Yeah.
It's really important for many reasons.
Yes, my dog Pinot has her license.
Well, what's your dog? Peanut?
Pinot.
Peanut.
Aw.
Is that?
Abandoned,
Noir or Grigio?
Well, she was abandoned in a vineyard, and
Oh, so
so
that was a natural.
yeah, it was like a.
What kind of pup?
She's half German Shorthair Pointer and half horse, basically.
Wow.
So she's a very large.
Throw a saddle on her
Yeah,
and
we
just
thought
take
she
her
was
around
a
town.
Labradane, but she kind of mellowed out. But she's ginormous. Yeah.
Wow.
I was wondering whose Great Dane that was in the
Yes.
parking lot.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's easier probably to dress her then.
Yes, it is. She's got very long
Long legs.
There
Yes.
you go.
As we've seen at times this week, heavy rains are on the way, and a little bit of care goes a long way in preventing flooding. So, Anthony, how can you help?
Well, you can keep your storm drains clear of leaves and debris to prevent flooding and protect local habitats. I was out in front of my house this weekend blowing the leaves off
Were
the
you?
drain. So,
Good for you,
yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah, nice. And a reminder to dispose of your yard waste properly in compost bins or yard waste containers to reduce blockages.
Or as we learned, place it on your flower beds, planter beds, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Give
there's
your
that option.
trees a coat.
We learned so much on
Nice,
this show.
nice.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
didn't I hear you're doing extra pickups during November?
Yes.
We are.
Extra
I
code.
learned that
Good
on
one.
last
Ding,
week's
ding, ding.
amazing This Week on Kirkland.
We have to start remembering our
Thank
shows.
you.
Guests are going to hold us accountable.
Thank you for reminding.
As a reminder,
Thank you
the city of Kirkland is here to support
about
you
you.
by providing more ability
Thank you
to
for
pick
reminding
things
us
up.
about
It's
our very
amazing.
own,
As
Yes.
a resident, I'm very
Content.
grateful.
Yeah, bless you. Thank
We do
you.
a lot here at the city. It's hard to keep track of it all.
Hey, safety first, everybody. Last Saturday, we celebrated a big milestone in Kirkland's commitment to public safety. And here is what went down.
That's right. We had a ribbon cutting at Crestwoods Park of the AED, or the Automated External Defibrillator. It was a big success with local groups like Project 100 and Medic One Foundation, and even the Seattle Seahawk organization out there to show support.
Yeah, the city is leading the way in installing AEDs in local parks to ensure quicker access to life-saving tools. So thank you to all of those who came out and celebrated
Thank
with
you
us.
so much, everyone. That's really important.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're looking for a way to give back, and we're going to be talking a little bit about
Yeah.
that.
Some
Yeah.
opportunities,
Carmen,
some big opportunities.
But in this case, if you want to make a difference in a child's life, well, here's a heartwarming opportunity to connect with students in our community.
It's called the Lynx Lunch Buddy Program, and it's seeking mentors to spend an hour a week with elementary students at lunch, providing social emotional support.
That sounds like a wonderful
Very
program.
important. Very, very important.
Yeah, mentors will play games, chat, and engage in activities to help students feel supported and connected. You can get more info on the Lake Washington School District website, and we will have links in our show notes below.
Yeah, so check that out, everybody. Hey, a couple of upcoming events for you to check out. K-Tub has an open house on November 12th at 6:30 p.m. See inside and sign up your teens for recreational opportunities.
It's gorgeous
Isn't
inside.
K-Tub amazing?
Yeah.
It's really quite gorgeous. There's a lot of opportunities for teens in the city, so that's great. I love that. And
Yeah, and for folks that don't
Nice.
know, we did like a complete
remodel.
Remodel.
It's, I mean, I tried to go in during open hours because I had a question. They're like, no. You.
This is for the team.
I wanted to
Man,
be a
you're
teen.
not.
But they didn't, weirdly, they didn't actually think I was a teen. No one was. Yeah,
So
I was
it's not
shocked.
the
I was
inside
shocked.
age.
Yeah, it
Okay,
was definitely. It was it really is gorgeous.
You
and
didn't show up like
interactive.
the backwards cap, skateboard, try it that way.
That's how I would
right.
have played it.
Yeah, I don't know what went wrong with me there.
What's up, my fellow youths?
But I will say you should feel really safe because the lady stopped me at the front desk, and, and I was like, "Oh gosh,
We're
this
not
is
playing
serious."
around.
I was like,
Kyle.
"Okay, yeah."
We're not playing
I
around.
was like,
It's nice to have a safe spot for teens to just go and exist, you know?
exactly.
Yes.
I went
There
to
you
the
go.
opening for K-Tub, and I'm telling you, there was more pizza.
so much. Pizza.
Were you there?
I
You were
was there. Yeah.
There was. It was great.
It was.
Yeah.
There was a lot of pizza. There was like popcorn. It was. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
all out.
Yeah, I
K-Dub
think
was
every
like.
time a pizza box emptied, like it came up from under the table.
Yes, that is what it was like.
Yeah, like it sprang up, you know, like
sprang
Taylor
up.
Swift at her
Yeah, that's right.
concerts, just like right there.
It was kind of like Taylor Swifted's pizza.
Yes, exactly. It just kept happening.
This is happening. You heard it here first, by the way.
Yes, that's right. Another upcoming event we have is the Kirkland Turkey Trot. That's November 17th at Marina Park. There's going to be some traffic alerts. We'll issue that later next week.
And that brings us to our 5 over 5. That's 5 questions in what Carmen is certain to be over 5 minutes. With our special guest, Carmen Delzell, Executive Director of the Kirkland Parks and Community Foundation. Welcome, my friend.
Yes,
Thank you so
welcome.
much. This is really fun. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Such a privilege.
Yeah, we have some fun questions for you.
I can't wait.
And we're going to learn all about the Community and Parks Foundation's Ignite program.
Yes, it's a great way to engage the whole community.
Great
That's why
way
we're
to
glad
engage.
here.
But before we do,
Before that,
tell us a little bit about what the Executive Director does for the foundation.
well, Jim.
It's a big question.
It is a big question. I get to have the privilege and honor of serving the community of Kirkland to kind of make their philanthropic dreams come true.
Yeah.
That's
What a
like
great job.
It's really rough. I was like, oh gosh, I guess no. So
Maybe you can convince
maybe I can
me.
help people. I'm excited. It's about really convening people together who want to make a difference with need in the community,
Yeah.
and that looks like working with nonprofits. It looks like working with the city. It looks like working with the creative ideas of philanthropists that say, "What about?" and
Yeah.
then kind of seeing where it fits and convening people together to make kind of consolidated donations and make a big impact. It's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, and
Nice.
it's well stated. And there's a real entrepreneurial element to being in a foundation, right? I mean, you have improving people's lives, and then we're taking ideas.
Yeah, that's my favorite part because it's like a constant. You have to know this to know that. And, I talked to somebody who said this, and whatever. I mean, when you meet with a nonprofit and they're like, "Hey, we need new computers," I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to run into somebody who's saying, "Can I get rid of computers?"
yeah.
But
There
you have
you
to
go.
be out there in the community to
Making
make
it
those
happen.
connections.
You just have a long running spreadsheet, or are you just keeping that all locked in the head?
What is it? It's
Up in the brain, Anthony.
Lingo Cabola or whatever that. I'm taking that memory. Yeah, it's a pretty elaborate. It's mostly just my brain, so I won't show you it. 'Cause
And then
it's
we
scary.
then we all go in the coffee shops and have some wonderful Kirkland coffee, and we talk about how to make the world a better place.
That's. I don't think people understand. As someone who's new to working in Kirkland, although I've lived here a long time, the amount of coffee that I consume to do business is unbelievable. My friends are like, "What's up with you?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" It's
What do you mean by that?
yeah. There's a lot of good, but there is a lot of good coffee in this town.
That's a fact.
That is
a
100% true.
Okay, so we're going to talk all about speaking of entrepreneurial ideas, really cool ideas, we're going to talk about the Foundation's Ignite program. But before we do, we have a couple questions about you, Carmen.
Okay, let's do it.
So tell us, how'd you come to our fair city?
Well, I really like this. Well, Jim. It just
Well,
I feel like I'm in Star Trek. I can't handle it. But anyway, I actually have lived here like most of my life, unbeknownst to many people. But my family moved here when I was like 6.
Oh, wow.
5.
Okay.
I was just sharing. My original home is the last Deco home on 14th Avenue.
Wow.
It's amazing. So we grew up there. I grew up there. Life happened, things happened. So I went to Peter Kirk through 3rd grade, I think, 4th grade. And then Bothell, blah, blah, blah. And then I moved back here in 26. How do you say that anymore? 2006.
2006.
Yeah, 2006. I live across
26 would have been in the
26,
little
yeah, well,
bit of the
that's
futuristic.
why they carded me at Gata. Like, listen, lady. Fun fact though, in Bothell I used to live diagonally behind my best friend, and so she lives in Kirkland. And when the man across the street was selling the house, they like converged on him and were like, "Let my friend
isn't
live there."
that great?
Yeah, so I have lived next to my childhood best friend for, I think it's 40 years or something when you
Oh,
put it all
wow.
together.
That's the dream.
Just in 2 different towns.
Oh, what a
my
wonderful
goodness.
story.
It is
Carmen.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us a favorite thing you have about the city of Kirkland.
There are so many.
With all your
With
experiences.
all my
here.
experience. Living here and working here is different.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying the downtown community. People are so kind
Yes.
and open. I'm appreciating that it's a tennis shoe city. I think that's one of
I like
that's one of my big learnings.
'Cause we
I
walk?
think. Yeah, everybody walks everywhere.
Everybody's
and
walking.
Yeah.
And in the 80s, that's not what we had pictures of Kirkland. I mean, I was like, gosh, I need some stilettos, and I'm going to need to, plump up some cheeks a little. I'm going to definitely need some athleisure.
We've transitioned to
we have transitioned.
tennis shoes.
Yes, I actually went to a event out of the city, and I was like, wow, I am underdressed for this. Okay, so I've had some learning, but being a tennis shoe city is a pretty cool thing.
Yes, yeah.
That's really great. And, if folks come down to the downtown area in the middle of a workday, you'll probably see city staff in tennis shoes.
Yes.
Walking up and down Lake Washington Boulevard, having
Getting our
meetings,
steps in.
getting our steps in.
Yeah, there you go.
But even out in Kingsgate and out where I live on Finn Hill, I mean, it's, basically if you can walk there, you can get there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you do. So it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it a lot.
It's a nice, healthy characteristic of our city.
Yes.
Okay, so you're here to talk about Ignite Kirkland. Tell us about that program.
Ignite Kirkland is our first ever attempt to move into our role as a community foundation in the city of Kirkland.
Oh,
Okay.
Tell us about that.
Our job as a community foundation is to elevate and support our nonprofits.
Yes.
And so we have this grant program, first time trying it out, where we've asked all the local nonprofits that serve Kirkland. We asked over 150 nonprofits to submit proposals. That's 150 nonprofits that are trying to make life better for Kirkland citizens,
Look at that.
residents, and animals. And
What
other
are,
things.
what are the proposals?
The proposals are all over the board. We have 30 proposals. They are so diverse. There's a lot of good music support. You have a lot of kind of small organizations who are looking to expand who they serve, who serves them, how they learn. There's some garden projects with
nice.
Girl Scouts and churches. There is a Toys for Kids is doing a Rick's Locker for sporting equipment for kids who can't afford it.
Wow.
Really neat. It's the first time they're trying that. There's a self-defense, a women's
is that
self-defense
right?
thing. So making it more accessible to women. So they're going to expand it, make it more available.
So all of these philanthropic endeavors
All of these
come to
things.
the foundation.
They all come to us.
and you put them on your platform.
Yep.
And then folks kind of go shopping?
Yes, it's like shopping for good.
Shopping,
Yeah.
shopping for
good.
goodness.
Yes.
There you
yes,
go.
You can during the sweater weather, you can
The
shop
sweater
for good.
That's right.
Yeah, when it's kicking off, it actually kicks off officially on the 11th, but this is the insider track, so it's actually going to be available immediately following this podcast, so you can check it out.
Wow,
Yeah.
isn't that great?
It
Maybe
is.
we'll
It's really cool.
Have a link in the show notes.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be great?
I don't want to push it. I'm pretty. It's,
It'll be there.
Also, it might be
If
KPCF.org
Kate says it's going to happen. it's gonna happen.
/give.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this kind of seems super efficient. Like it's just go to one place and
Yeah, it is first of all, as a new director, it's been amazing just to get that look at what need looks like in Kirkland. And I'm really hyper aware that we got 30 applications, but there's 120 organizations we didn't hear from. So I'm hoping to reach out and find out, where's the barriers to them being able to access
sure.
support.
Oh, yeah.
Because traditionally, nonprofits are very, very small. I think we all hear, of course, the ones that have time to tell you about who they are.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of nonprofits out there doing small things that I had no idea about that we can really help. So being in the position of a community foundation, we can elevate that message so more people can hear about it. And it's exciting. You'll see the model. I mean, you'll see the model in other like Bainbridge and I just talked to Orcas Island.
Oh, nice.
And it's kind of
so it's kind of a growing thing.
it is. Once you know
Yeah.
about community foundations, you'll start to look at oh wait, we have one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to be able to support them with other support as I learn. I need to
Sure.
learn a little bit more. I can't just come in and go you probably need this. Although
It's good to listen a little bit.
every once in a while. I mean, I did work nonprofit for a very long time, but
But it's
that
really
is-
great because you're promoting the idea and the presence of the foundation in our city as well, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of like, okay, this is an opportunity to break down barriers for philanthropic organizations to get the word out, and at the same time get the word out that the foundation's here to help get the word out.
And I think as a donor, I mean, what we hear, especially with younger people, they're like, well, I want to help, but I just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you want to make sure that you're making a good investment. You want it to make an impact. You want to make sure there's, so many scams in the world, and all of these have been vetted. Their nonprofit status. We've talked to them.
Oh, that's good.
This
So
is- you
they've
can
gone
trust.
they've gone through your process.
Yes, and 100% of the dollars go straight to them.
Oh, wow.
So we're covering any credit card fees that people decide not to. We're making it happen, and those dollars are going to
wow.
be in those nonprofits' hands before 2025.
Wow.
So it goes to work immediately.
So if folks want to donate to our community, all you need to know is you go to this one place at the foundation and you get a whole menu anyway.
Exactly.
At least one option. I'm sure there's many other options to donate into our wonderful community. But this one spot is super efficient. Get a great diverse group. A little birdie told me that you have got the kids involved in this.
Oh, we do. We do. We got some additional money in a partnership with Lee Johnson, and so we're going to make some dollars available for our youth task force, which is students 14 to 17.
Okay.
They're going to get to choose where they want to put those dollars. And
Nice.
I'm excited because, how Minds of Youth work is important for those of us who are getting farther and farther from it, because the decision making is such an interesting thing. So we're actually doing it right here at City Hall, which is exciting.
Oh, nice.
So if people have a student that age, I still have some spaces. So
good.
they can go ahead and apply right on our website.
And they're our future.
They are our future.
They're showing what they want their community to look like. That's awesome.
And I'm excited about promoting philanthropy. I think, community service, civic engagement, you guys know it's a little bit different now to get people involved. And so the younger we can make public service and philanthropy available as a model, and that you can see that you're going to make a difference, I think that's going to have some really long-term effects.
That's
Nice.
great stuff.
I like that.
Now, Carmen, honest answer. Was the idea to create this kind of youth group, was that idea born during your visit to K-Tub?
No.
Did you find inspiration?
Here's a fun fact. I actually used to be the branch director of the Kirkland Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, is that right?
So for probably 2 years, or we were trying to remember, and one of the first places I went when I came here is to meet the new director and just see what was happening.
Yeah.
So, I mean, youth is my heart. I have a lot of years with Boys and Girls Club.
Nice.
So
Bravo. It's a
Nice.
wonderful idea.
Yes.
I'm really
Yeah.
excited that this program exists and that the youth group is a part of it.
Well, and I like it's kind of we'll find different ways for them to get involved, but it's an easy yes for them, and it's a great resume builder. Everybody loves that, and we'll get to meet some new students and find out how else we can involve them.
It's going to be great. Okay, everybody, that's the Kirkland Parks and Community Foundation's Ignite Kirkland. We'll have a link in the show notes.
Thank you.
And good luck. It's going to be great.
We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Now, we have one more question for you.
Oh, no.
Yes, last question, Carmen.
All right.
Do you have a favorite movie, show, book? What are you reading and watching these days?
Okay. Favorite book of all time.
Oh,
Okay.
I listen to the podcast, so I kind of prep
You
up.
got it. You got it. Okay.
Okay. Horse by Geraldine Brooks.
Oh,
Okay.
Horse.
It does a juxtapositioning of 1850s slaves working with horses, and then it forwards to some art history and research and current times, and it was enthralling.
Does it go back and forth?
It goes back and forth, and you can't. Sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want to listen to this part. I want to do the other part. It's like, no, I want to be in both places all the time. It was so engaging.
Wow, okay.
And you like connections. You like pieces coming together. That makes sense.
Yes, exactly. And I didn't know how it was going to end, and that's even better. Yes.
All right, well, thank you. That sounds like a great read. Yeah. Okay, now, given that you do listen to the podcast, perhaps you know our pop quiz multiple choice trivia is coming up next. Will you stick around for that?
I was going to go
you also
but I guess I'll
stay?
stay. I guess I'll stay. Yes, thank you for the opportunity.
Okay. One of these answers gives the truth, while the others are just Scrooges, which of course means we just made them up.
Right.
So two of them
Or false. One is true.
One is true.
Okay.
Option A, Giving Tuesday is a global movement that takes place on the first Tuesday of every month to encourage people to donate to charities. Option A. Oh, all right. You're going to give us
We
the
got live feedback here.
feedback. I think perhaps our listeners might be influenced by that sound.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Option B, Giving Tuesday was started in 2012 and is celebrated annually on the Tuesday after Thanksgiving to kick off the holiday season of giving. That's
Okay.
kind
I
of
mean,
makes-
it's feasible. I mean, I guess.
Plus, you got to do something with all those Black
well,
Friday
that's right.
things
Yeah.
you bought.
Yeah.
you know,
Right,
holiday
right,
snacks.
right.
That
Give
you
'em
could
away
buy
on
it on Friday, give it away on Tuesday. It kind of seems like it might work.
It might be the day you clean your garage out. And go out to
Make
Houghton.
room for
Then
all
you
this.
go to Houghton.
They should actually have clean your garage as part of giving.
That should be part of Giving Tuesday.
Yeah, I think before you have like a garage clean out Wednesday, then
that's right.
Thanksgiving on Thursday, Black Friday, Giving
Oh,
Tuesday,
this is complicated.
Cyber Monday. Yeah.
Well, we're making
Buy Nothing Kirkland is going to go crazy on Giving Tuesday.
There you go.
we're making policy here today. Option C, of course, Giving Tuesday is what Kate calls, and I quote, the day she finally gives up all her leftover Halloween candy.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
Is that not what you guys do on Giving Tuesday?
It doesn't make it.
I am going to now. I have so many things to do. I've got to clean my garage, I can wear my candy.
It kind of makes sense, Kate. I'm going to say. I think there's some.
Thank you.
For those
Thank
listening,
you.
I'll take all the leftover Halloween.
That's right.
There
You can
you
drop
go.
it off at the front.
Yeah, it's right here
Do
at
you,
City Hall.
do you have a favorite piece of candy?
I'm a sucker for Snickers.
Snickers?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Carmen?
I think it just
First of all, I
combines
need him to
everything.
wear a shirt that says that. I'm
Sucker
not
for
for
Snickers.
Snickers.
We're all about the alliteration on
Yes,
it.
this is very. I mean, you are a marketing dream here.
Yes.
I would say, I go Kit Kat.
Kit Kat?
Oh, okay.
Kate, what is causing you the most consternation on Giving Tuesday?
There is never a Reese's left over.
That's right. I have to agree with Kate on that one.
Yeah.
The answer actually is B.
Okay.
As we kind of suspected, Giving Tuesday was established to counterbalance the consumerism associated with Black Friday, and we didn't talk about it, but Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
By focusing on charitable giving and community support. Celebrated worldwide, Giving Tuesday encourages individuals, communities, and organizations to participate by donating, volunteering, or engaging in acts of kindness.
There you go.
What a wonderful day.
Well, and Ignite Kirkland, that's the last day of giving. So you can scoop that in.
Yes.
Oh, so it
There you go.
It
culminates.
culminates on
In
Giving
Giving
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
There you go.
And I do want to say the thing you'll hear from, if you're a supporter of charities, you will probably hear from charities on Giving Tuesday. But it was made to make people who don't have a connection with an organization on Giving. So it's supposed to get new people. But
Nice.
it's also made so that instead of buying a present, you might decide to make a donation in someone's name. So those are some. I mean, we get all
Yeah.
Well,
Giving
that's great.
Tuesday, but those are, if you really want to use it to its intent, that's the glory. Because if you don't want to keep cleaning out your garage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can make
Hey.
a donation in your name, then they usually will send you a little card and you can give it to
Yeah,
them.
that's
and maybe
great.
with a piece of candy on it.
Reese's.
A Reese's
Very nice.
obviously
Very
is going to be
nice.
the number one. Yeah. We're buying the chocolate version from Costco. We're not.
Well, that's really great. And thank you. So that brings us full circle.
And did you know that donations on Giving Tuesday reached over $3 billion in the
Wow.
U.S. alone in 2022?
Woo.
Yeah. That set a new record for the donations on that global day of giving. Yeah.
Wow, it's a big success. Carmen, thank you so much.
Thank you. This is so fun.
We've had a lot of fun. We're going to have
It
you
was
back.
a lot of fun.
I hope so.
We don't have to wait a year. We can do it sooner than that.
Yes.
You say that now. Let's see what
And then a
ratings
year
do.
fly by. Yes. Hey, don't forget to plant a tree with Green Kirkland Partnership.
And that does it for this week, my friends. You've been listening to This Week in Kirkland. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. A special thanks to Angela Brown and David Walbrook for their behind-the-scenes magic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next episode is November 14th. Until then,
Stay connected, Kirkland.